Welcome to this year-end episode of Church Soup, the most important evangelical news show in the history of the internet. I'm your host, Keith Foskey, king of the amillennialists, archduke of denominationalism, the Harbor Freight Doug Wilson, and, little known fact, the current reigning champion of Monopoly at my house. I tell my kids, I know you're 7, but Daddy plays to win. Our top story. Pope Francis has officially approved allowing priests to bless same-sex couples, insisting that people seeking God's love and mercy shouldn't be subject to an exhaustive moral analysis to receive it. But the move by Francis has not been universally lauded within the Catholic community, with many leaders questioning the Pope's decision, including retired Bishop Arturo Bastes of the Philippines, who said that he had very serious doubts about the moral correctness of the pontiff's position. Well, I would like to personally invite Mr. Bastes, as well as any Roman Catholic, to come and join us in the Reformation. There's nothing quite like being able to tell the Pope, we don't care what you think. In televangelist news, Jesse Duplantis recently claimed that he has a hard time sinning and actually has to make himself sin.
Oh, somebody gonna get mad at that. I have a hard time sinning. I have to make myself.
This goes right along with Todd White, who claimed recently that he had not told a lie in 18 years.
Yeah. So I've been saved for 18 years. I have not lied for 18 years. Yeah. Because it's sin to me.
Well, Todd White may not tell lies, but he's certainly willing to pull your leg every once in a while. But none of this could possibly prepare you for the fact that the king of the telepeddlers himself, Kenneth Copeland, actually made a movie.
I will take you out.
Was that? Wait a second, go back. Is that Eric Roberts?
I will take you out.
Bro, you were in The Dark Knight. You played Alex Grady in one of the greatest martial arts films ever made. And a terrible sequel. But I digress. I haven't seen the movie with Kenneth Copeland. However, my pal Spencer Smith did do a review of this film, and I encourage you to go see it on his channel. Also, for those of you who are wondering about my upcoming debate with Spencer, it is on for January, so keep an eye out for that debate. Speaking of Spencer, as many of you saw, we had a fun back and forth where we both dressed as wrestlers from the 80s. Well, shortly after our exchange, the king of 80s wrestling, Hulk Hogan, was baptized at the age of 170. Oh wait, I'm sorry, at the age of 70. The Hulkster said that the day of his baptism was the greatest day of his life. Seeing Hogan baptized and hearing him proclaim the love of Jesus was a blessing. And it makes it even better knowing that the man who famously called people brother throughout his illustrious career can now be referred to as Brother Hogan. Or Brother Hulk. His real name is Terry, so it could be Brother Terry. I tell you what, let's see what you think. Leave your answer in the comments below. Finally, in the wacky world of Big Eva news, most people know that I love pop culture and especially superheroes. So one of my friends sent me a video last week from a church which chose to have a Dark Knight themed Easter service. Now, I know this isn't recent news, but it's definitely worthy to be included as an ingredient in this week's bowl of church soup, especially since it features Batman being crucified on the bat signal. Wait, that can't be right. They didn't really do that, did they?
Could this be it for the Cape Crusader? Has he had his bat cooked for the last time? Will the Joker rule Gotham for all eternity and leave the people in a state of chaos and despair? Stay tuned. Same bat time. Same bat channel.
Well, I guess they did. But never to be outdone in the sacrilege department, we have a video from a progressive preacher who stated from the pulpit that he doesn't need the miracles of the Bible to be true, because he is the true miracle.
I don't need to pretend that I believe unbelievable events in mythic literature actually took place. What I need is to remember that I am. What I need to remember is that what I am is a miracle and not a mistake. That's the miracle I need. I don't need for anyone to have spent 3 days in a fish. I couldn't care less. I don't need anyone to have argued with a donkey. Please. I don't need anyone to be outwitted by a snake. Why are you talking to a snake? Get over it. I don't need anyone to get pregnant at 90 years old. I don't need anyone to walk on water. I don't need to try to prove that it did happen. I don't need to prove that it didn't. These are amazing stories. I can work them and wring all kinds of good stuff out of them, but I don't need any of that. What I need to know is that I matter. I can make a difference, and that me doing what I can in the world is love and action. What I need to know isn't that a miracle took place 2,000 years ago. I need to know that we are miracles today.
As always, I hope it was a blast for him, because it certainly was a blast for me. That's all for this year-end episode of Church Soup. If you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you didn't like it, please hit the thumbs down button twice. Also, if you want to see more videos as they come out, please subscribe to the channel. Be on the lookout for our revamped podcast show, Striving for Superior Theology and Denominational Unity, One Joke at a Time. Your Calvinist podcast with Keith Foskey begins next week. Thanks again to Protestia for their use of the videos and for all of you who sent in ideas for today's show. We have a new season of Church Soup coming soon. So if you have ideas for an upcoming episode, please send them to me or drop them in the comments below with the hashtag Church Soup.